Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
So it is Tuesday, and we've talked about Tuesdays being kind of an awkward day. But we have a great topic for you, the fight against over-tourism. And because we do the show Evening Special and we handle the news every day, Pukchon, certain areas in Seoul are also combating this situation.
Yes.
Because there are some local residents who are unhappy about the tourists that are up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, to be honest, when I first came to Korea and I first went to Pukchon, for example, I didn't know they were private houses.
Yeah.
I thought it was a tourist place and all the buildings were for tourism.
I agree.
And we found out later that it was like, oh, people
live here. Yeah.
And we're really loud.
Of course, there are places in Pukchon that are commercial. They're little shops or little places like workshops are there.
Right.
But yeah.
I thought it was all like cafes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like those like Hanok Cafe or whatever.
Right.
No, not all of them.
No, people live there.
Yeah, so our subtitle today is, it says it's a hidden gem.
When something is a hidden gem, what does this mean?
So a gem, of course, is like a diamond or a ruby. But here we're talking about a place. So a hidden gem would be a 숨겨진 명소.
Okay.
Right? So it's a good place that not many people know about.
Oh, those are nice places.
Yeah, so it's a special use of the word gem.
Okay, hidden gem. I feel Power English is a hidden gem.
Is it a hidden gem? We're less hidden now.
Yeah, that is true.
A lot more people are buying our books and watching our show.
Oh, okay.
So
we'll have to talk about that on another day.
Newly discovered gem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Enough about ourselves. Here are some expressions that we're going to cover. So we just talked about hidden gem.
Yes.
So this is something really valuable, but not a lot of people know about. And bucket list is?
So I think Koreans use this a lot in Korean as well, but it's the list of the things you want to do before you die.
Yeah.
Things you want to do during your life.
Okay. And if you do something with open arms, what are you doing?
You do it because you want to do it. You do it enthusiastically. You welcome the opportunity to do this thing.
Okay. So let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
Hey, I just saw a new tourism ad for a place I've never heard of. It looks really nice.
Oh, look. It says it's a hidden gem of the Mediterranean. Look at that gorgeous view of the sea.
This was one of the ideas mentioned in the article about over-tourism.
What do you mean?
The ad is targeting seasoned travelers who have already been to the places on their bucket list.
So these smaller towns that don't get many visitors will welcome tourists with open arms. That's smart.
Okay, please join us on page 86. Our power dialogue is there. The fight against over-tourism, it says it's a hidden gem. Let's begin. Peter says, hey, I just saw a new tourism ad for a place I've never heard of. It looks really nice. Okay, so he's looking for other places to go, not your typical places where it's like so crowded with tourists. What does Stephanie say?
Oh, look, it says it's a hidden gem of the Mediterranean. Look at that gorgeous view of the sea.
Okay, like when you think of the Mediterranean, you think of Greece.
Or Italy. Cyprus.
A little bit of Spain.
Malta.
Yeah, Malta could be a hidden gem.
Yeah.
In fact, when I lived in Santa Monica, I actually met a guy, or I had a friend whose boyfriend, who later became the husband, he was from Malta. Yeah.
So he was your friend's husband's friend?
No.
From Malta.
It was my friend's husband.
I see.
Yeah.
Malta. So he was a Maltese.
I wonder if it's Maltans or Maltese.
Well, I think it is Maltese.
Oh, we're gonna have to find out.
Because the dog is a Maltese dog.
Is the dog from Malta?
Yeah, the dog is from Malta.
No.
Yeah.
I did not know it was a Maltese.
So he's you have Chinese and Japanese, So it'd be
Maltese,
wouldn't it?
Okay, so,
anyway,
all right.
The Maltese man.
Okay,
Yeah.
the Maltese man. And so it's a hidden gem, which means that it's a real precious place, but hasn't been discovered.
Right, yeah. It's not popular yet. Not a lot of people know about it, which honestly is kind of hard nowadays because wherever you go,
Yeah.
everyone knows about it.
Right.
Like you have to go to some pretty minor places, small places that people don't know about in order to find a hidden gem.
Yeah, because now there are flights to every part of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Whereas before, it was very limiting. Okay, so Peter says, this was one of the ideas mentioned in the article about over-tourism. And Stephanie says, what do you mean? So Peter says, okay, he found this idea, this hidden gem, in the article about over-tourism. So probably the article was saying, oh, everybody's going here, but how about trying this place? And Stephanie says, what do you mean? What does this mean?
So Peter said something, and Stephanie didn't really understand. Peter said it in a way that makes it seem like she should understand. Peter made a statement, and then Stephanie's like, Am I supposed to know what that means? I don't know what you're talking about. So that is the feeling when she's clarifying by saying, what do you mean? Peter said the thing with a lot of confidence, and she's like, wait. You have to explain that.
Okay, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Okay, so Peter says, the ad is targeting seasoned travelers who have already been to the places on their bucket list. Okay, so they are targeting, meaning they are focusing on seasoned travelers. Now, this word season could be 계절. It could be, we have seasoning, which is 양념.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's seasoned with the ED.
Yes.
What does this mean?
So this has a couple of meanings. It can be like seasoned chicken. Like you've put salt and pepper and paprika on the chicken. But in this case, we're actually talking about something of another cooking term, like a seasoned pan. So like cast iron pans.
Yeah.
When you first cook on them, a new pan is actually not considered good.
No, you got to oil it.
You've got to put oil on it, and it's got a really high temperature, and that's seasoning the pan. The pan is seasoned.
Got it.
In the same way, when you use it with a person, it means that this person has experience. They've done this more than once. They're not new. They're not a rookie. They're actually a veteran.
So it's like another way of saying veteran.
Yeah, so a seasoned traveler is a veteran traveler.
베테랑. Veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah, veteran. Okay. And for these people who have already been to the places on their bucket list, so travelers have traveled to many places, and they've already covered many countries on the bucket list.
Yes.
So bucket list?
The bucket list is the list of things that you want to do before you pass away. So it's kind of like your life goals.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Maybe you want to go to Egypt and see the pyramids.
Yeah, or Peru.
And see
Machu Picchu.
Go to Mexico and see the Chichen Itza. All of the pyramids. Wherever there's a pyramid, you want to go to see it.
Okay, how about Stonehenge?
You want to go to the Louvre and see the glass pyramid,
at the
Louvre.
We love pyramids.
We love so many.
Stephanie says, so these smaller towns that don't get many visitors will welcome tourists with open arms. That's smart. So if you welcome someone with open arms, you're welcoming them, but how?
Enthusiastically.
Yeah.
You really want them there. Hey, please come. Please.
Yes.
We'd love to have you.
Right. It's a very sincere welcome and just very excited that you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of some other places in Europe where they're throwing water at you.
Yeah. When they're saying leave, go away.
Yeah.
That is the opposite of welcoming someone with open arms.
Okay, so everyone, we love our dogs, Maltese. And yes, they are dogs from Malta.
Yeah.
And the people from Malta are Maltese.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's what Cameron said.
Yeah.
And you got it right here on Power English. So Maltese, those little cute white dogs, they're from Malta.
They are from Malta.
Oh my gosh. All right, so many things that we learn on Power.
Yeah.
Except
you know what
for,
else?
What?
Chihuahuas are from Chihuahua
Where's Chihuahua?
in Mexico.
Yeah, I knew it was Mexico, but okay.
There's a state called Chihuahua.
That's
so
right.
a lot of dogs are from
Mexico.
Pomeranians are from Pomerania,
Which is...
a region in Germany, I believe.
I did not know about that.
Yeah,
okay, there you go. Look at our dog master, Cameron. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that dialogue one more time.
Hey, I just saw a new tourism ad for a place I've never heard of. It looks really nice.
Oh, look. It says it's a hidden gem of the Mediterranean. Look at that gorgeous view of the sea.
This was one of the ideas mentioned in the article about over-tourism.
What do you mean?
The ad is targeting seasoned travelers who have already been to the places on their bucket list.
So these smaller towns that don't get many visitors will welcome tourists with open arms. That's smart.
It's time for Power Note. Please join us on pages 88 and 89. Okay, so hidden gem means that there's something really special about a place. It's like a gem.
Yeah.
보석. But people don't know about it, okay? Have you been to this island before?
Yeah, this is a hidden gem in Thailand. Few tourists know about it.
Oh, there are a lot of those in Thailand.
Like those little tiny islands that no one knows about, yeah.
But do you know that there are a lot of hidden gems in Korea, too? Korea has a ton of islands that people don't really visit.
Yeah, there are a lot of islands, but
Yes.
I don't hear of a lot of people going to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are.
Maybe we should go discover them.
We should. We should. Those hidden gems. This Italian restaurant is a hidden gem in this town.
Yes, so it is.
It's really good, but nobody really knows.
Those are the best.
Oh, hidden gems.
It's true.
So I discovered a hidden gem.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I first came to Korea, this was like late 90s, I had a recording studio in Insadong.
Okay.
And there was like this mandu place. And there was this 할머니, grandma, who really literally sat by the window and she's making mandu. And I was like, I passed by there because I love Insadong.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, it's got to be good, right? So now they have they don't have a Michelin star, but it's like they have something Michelin.
Oh, yeah, there's like that not the official main guide, but there's a one underneath it.
Yeah. It was a hidden gem when I went there. We didn't have to stay. There was no line. Now
there's a line.
There's a line.
It's still a gem, but it is a...
And if you want to know, it's called Kung.
Kung?
Yeah, Kung.
Like palace?
Palace.
I see.
All right. So bucket list is a list of things that you want to do before you die.
Yes. And if you're wondering why we call it a bucket list, there is an expression in English that is to kick the bucket.
Yes.
Which means to die. And it is a very, how do I say it? It is a kind of a rough thing. You wouldn't say this to someone's like, oh, I heard your mom kick the bucket.
Oh, no.
Right? You would not say that. But in a joking way, when you maybe would talk about yourself, oh, before I kick the bucket, I want to go to Egypt and see the pyramids.
Right.
You might talk about your own death in a funny way, or you could even talk about your car. Oh, my car kicked the bucket.
Yes.
My car died completely. I had to get rid of it.
Right. Is there anything on your bucket list? Something that you like to do in the next maybe 10 or 20 years?
So I think for me, all of my bucket list items, none of them are really about seeing or consuming anything. Like I don't really care about going anywhere.
Okay.
But doing certain things. Like I would like to write and publish a novel.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe learn another language.
Another one?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, wow.
Never enough.
Never
enough. Never. What about you? Do you have anything on your bucket list?
Yeah, I'm very much about seeing. I'm very much a traveler.
What do you want to see? What do you want in front of your eyeballs?
Well, I really do want to take a couple months off, to discover South America.
Oh, we're going to have to record a lot of shows before then.
Yeah. So maybe after I retire.
I see.
Okay. All right. So here's our sentence. Congratulations on going skydiving last weekend. That was really brave.
Thanks. I checked another thing off my bucket list.
Okay. What's the craziest thing on your bucket list? Yeah.
You know, that skydiving thing, I did that. It was on my bucket list.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did it.
How was it?
I graduated university and I did it as like a celebration.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I'm glad I did it, but to be honest, the actual experience, I didn't like it.
Yeah, really.
I mean, it was kind of cool, but it's one of those things you have to, like, do it to know if you're going to like it or not.
Right.
And then I did it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of something.
What?
What's on my bucket list is I would love to get formal singing lessons.
Well, it's easy to do. It's so easy to find a music teacher here.
Yeah, but I just don't have the time right now or the headspace. But especially, not just any singing, but opera. Oh, yeah. That's definitely high on my list.
You know what we should do on our evening show?
Yeah.
We should have a singing corner and just like
do all the songs.
Just make them bring in a vocal coach and teach us.
That's a great
That's
idea.
How you do it. Just say it's our job.
Oh my goodness. All right.
I want to work on that.
Okay, good idea. All right. If you do something with open arms, it means enthusiastically, very warmly. Your parents haven't seen Tom in 3 years. How do you think it will go?
They're upset that he's been gone so long, but they'll greet him with open arms.
Sure. I mean, if it's your children, even though maybe there's some bad feelings, it's always good to see your children. The owners of the restaurant welcomed us with open arms, even though it was late.
Ah, yes.
Okay. So it is not just welcome. It is like, yeah. Really.
So this open arms, it is almost like you will give them a hug. Right?
Yeah.
So that's where the open arms part of this comes from.
Very good. Okay, power pattern. What do you mean? Explain.
I need more details.
Yes.
I do not understand.
Okay. What do you mean? We've had this date scheduled for a week. You're going to cancel?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Everyone knows he is quitting. Huh? He's not going to be here. He's quitting.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
What do you mean?
Okay.
So here, in this case, both of these mean like, what you're saying is nonsense.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Okay. All right. Our power vocab is a great word, seasoned, which means very experienced and very skilled at something. Please check out the definition on page 90 and do check out
Audio Ohakdang.
And what do you do there?
Pay a small monthly fee and you get to listen to our voices over and over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Until you get sick and tired of us.
Never.
Okay. Have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.